Hey everyone, welcome back to Simplays. I'm sorry about yesterday's episode. It did run a little bit longer than I wanted it to, but they just would not stop talking. And now we can just casually walk into Masyaf. This was supposed to be this episode of them talking, but now it's just gonna be me talking. I mean, if you want, you can dub over yesterday's episode's ending onto this. I'm not gonna do it. I'm just enjoying Sophia's nice there, yeah. Wiggle those hips, baby. Let's just hope this is the finale. We don't have to do anything super crazy. And if we do, oh well. Man, Masyaf is still so well built, and
Come, we must hurry.
it's still standing so well. I mean, it's empty. It's completely empty. Is this... Oh. Ooh, stairs. Those are some steep steps. And now we go into here. Walk with Sophia to the library door. Let's just hope there's nobody here. I need to fix my armor, and I need to do other stuff too. God dang it. This is a slow walk. I wish they'd talk at least through this part. I mean, seriously. And Eagle Vision. Nope, nothing special except for her. And here we are at last. So, what do we do here?
The end of the road.
It's not the end just yet. Use the
What do you
Masyaf
hope to
keys,
find
huh?
behind that door?
Knowledge, above all else. Altair was a
Aha.
profound man and a
I
prolific
see
writer.
it.
He built this place as a
So-
repository for all his wisdom.
Get a hint, set
He saw
place,
many things in
rotate.
his
Okay.
life and learned many
I can
secrets,
rotate 'em.
both troubling and strange.
Aha.
Knowledge that would drive
Got
lesser
that
men
one.
to despair.
Let's see. Can rotate
Does
it.
that worry
Nope.
you?
Nope. Nope.
Sophia,
And
you should know by now
Nope.
that I am not a lesser man.
nope.
Ezio.
And yep. Let's see. Where's the next one? Next one is this. Next one is lay this. And the last one should be lay this. Aha! I did it.
You had better come out of there alive.
I plan to.
Ooh, I think she wants the Ezio. Explore Altair's library. Ooh, yes, light the torch. Are there any more? Yes, light them all, one at a time. This is a nice touch, you know. It's all dank and dark and gross, but Ezio's just walking along lighting the torches. Whoa, that was a big library. I mean, it's pretty big. What? Is that Altair?
No books. No wisdom. Just you, fratello mio.
Altair died in that chair.
Requiescat in pace, Altair.
Now, what memory did he seal in this last piece? I guess we shall see. I mean, what am I supposed to do? I'm just supposed to wait.
You have seen to my books.
Yes. Some we sent with the Polos. The rest will go with me to Alexandria.
Good. Very good.
Father, I do not understand. Why did you build a library if you did not intend to keep your books?
You should go. When the Mongols return, Masyaf must be empty.
I see. This is not a library at all. It is a vault.
It must stay hidden, Darim. Far from eager hands. At least until it has passed on the secret it contains.
What secret?
Go, son. Go be with your family. And live well.
All that is good in me began with you, Father.
A nice exchange of words. And at last, Altair is sealed away forever. And
In much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow.
What does it tell you? What do you see?
interesting. We lit the torches and now we're putting them out.
Visions and messages of ones who came before, of their rise and their fall.
Just a slow, gentle,
But
old
what
man
happens to us,
hobbly
Altair?
walk.
To our family, what does the apple say?
Who were the ones who came before? What brought them here? How long ago?
Yeah, how long ago?
Get rid of that thing!
He fought with his
my
wife.
duty, Maria.
He fought with his wife so many times.
If you are asked, say I sent the apple away. Tell them I sent it to Cyprus or Cipango, or that I dropped it into the sea. Tell them anything to keep men away from this place. This apple must not be found. Not until the time is right.
Sit a moment and rest. Well, Altair, it looks like the apple is safe. For a few long decades. Or was it a couple centuries? It's so dark that he can't see. At last. Take out the final key. Just wait for death's sweet, sweet embrace, Altair. And just like that, Ezio, just like that, his life ended. Now that we're no longer Old Man Altair, but instead Old Man Ezio. Oh look, it's the apple. I wonder what's gonna happen now.
No. You will stay here. I have seen enough for one life.
Oh no, what is going on?
He's talking to me?
I heard your name once before, Desmond. A long time ago. And now it lingers in my mind, like an image from an old dream. I do not know where you are, or by what means you can hear me. But I know you are listening.
Freaky. Super freaky. Oh, he has the old assassin sword
I
instead
have
of...
lived my life as best I could, not knowing its purpose, but drawn forward like a moth to a distant moon. And here at last, I discover a strange truth. That I am only a conduit for a message that eludes my understanding. Who are we, who have been so blessed, to share our stories like this? To speak across centuries? Maybe you will answer all the questions I have asked. Maybe you will be the one to make all this suffering worth something in the end. Now, listen.
Oh man, this is some kind of strange story time.
Do you hear me, Cypher? Can you see me? Ah, there you are. Good.
The hell is this?
A strange place, this nexus of time. I am not used to the calculations. That has always been Minerva's domain. I see you still have many questions. Who were we? What became of us? What do we desire of you? You will have your answers. Only listen, and I will tell you how. Both before the end and after, we sought to save the world. We built vaults within which to work, each dedicated to a different method of salvation. They were placed underground to avoid the war which raged above, and also as a precaution should we fail in our efforts. Each vault's knowledge was transmitted to a single place.
A single place like Earth?
It was our duty, mine, Minerva's, and Juno's, to sort and sample all that was collected. We chose those solutions which held the most promise, and devoted ourselves to testing their merits. 6 we tried in succession, each more encouraging than the last, but none worked. And then the world ended.
What the hell is he talking about? There's the Earth. That was the moon that mooned us. There's the sun shining bright. Ooh. Oof. What? So like solar radiation that's... solar flares that reach all the way to Earth? Oh, God. Oh my God. What is going on even? Oh, jeez. And to their deaths. Pretty sure lightning wouldn't destroy a building that easily. Okay, everything's just clearly falling apart. Jeez, so much destruction and death and chaos, and they all just fell into the lava. Oh my God. That is scary.
The earth shook for days, the fires burned for weeks, and when the ash had settled, less than 10,000 of your kind still lived, and far fewer of ours. But we carried on, together, to rebuild, to renew. Listen, You must go there, to the place where we labored and lost. Take my words, pass them from your head into your hands. That is how you will open the way. But be warned, much still remains in flux, and I do not know how things will end, either in my time or yours.
Whoa, what? We're suddenly in a van.
Wait, look, his vitals are stabilizing. Something's happening. He's moving.
Desmond, can you hear me?
Whoa. That's who Bill is. Desmond's dad.
I know what we need to do.
And bright lights into the cave. And that's that. And now it's probably gonna be time for super long credits. Yep. I don't think I'm gonna talk through all this. I'm just gonna skip. If I can. Nope. I cannot skip. If only I could fast forward. But thank you everyone for watching Assassin's Creed Revelations. Unfortunately, Ezio's story ends here. Desmond's story continues. I don't know what happens in Assassin's Creed 3, I just know that we go back to Revolutionary War times, which is about 1760 or so. That's right. During the days of the colonies and the Americas, I mean. What can we say about this game? We were introduced to the game where Ezio was in Masyaf, where he found the Grand Temple. It all started with that. He found the Grand Temple, he made his way through Masyaf, only to chase down some sort of Templar that got one of the keys, or he found a book that led to the rest of the keys. And oh boy, this is a long story. He fell off a cliff, he made his way through a whole bunch of guards in some snowy village. Then he made his way to Constantinople, or nowadays as it's known as Istanbul. He met a fellow assassin named Yusuf. He met Prince Suleiman on the ship before he met Yusuf. Then he met Sophia shortly after that. He met Piride, who we did not... Reconstructing island. What? Oh, is this gonna be something beautiful visually? Whoa, look at that. Gorgeous, gorgeous island. This Animus Island is absolutely beautiful. I mean, Constantinople was a beautiful place, but this island is what made me fall in love with this game. In this entire series even. I mean, there's just all these random pillars. There's a little bit of water, there's a sandy beach. There's the weird portal that we kept going through. We met Sophia, we met Pirides, who we didn't really talk to because we didn't really want any specialty bombs. It all started simple. We just ran around, did missions for the assassins, we did missions for Sophia, we discovered about things about the books that hid the keys. We ran through some dangerous temples to get to the keys. We fought Templars at just about every turn. we had to fight even the Ottomans and the Janissaries to get our way to talk to Prince Suleiman and you know, just to get around the city. Towards the end, it just kind of all fell apart. We thought Sofia was safe, but she wasn't. We found out that Manuel Paleologos was a successor to Constantinople because of his great-grandfather or something like that. I don't remember. But it turns out he was just being used by Prince Ahmed, who was a Templar. It was quite a twist. Oh, and before that, we found out that what's his face? Captain Tariq. He wasn't a bad guy after all. He was just another guy. Just a captain of the Janissaries who was killed by Ezio by complete accident because of the way he was acting. He acted so very suspicious, so very suspicious. And unfortunately, he met a sad end. He was going to take care of Manuel Paleologos, but instead we had to do his bidding. We had to take care of Manuel ourselves in Adrianople. Speaking of Adrianople, that underground city was freaking cool. I should have explored it a lot more. I should have bought things there. I should have found all the data fragments, but man, that would have taken ages and that would have been boring to watch, and just all sorts of boring when you move around. But nonetheless, we finished the game, and these credits are still rolling forever and ever and ever. What else is there to talk about? Oh, so Desmond's journeys. I might find a way to play them, record them as bonus episodes, because those journeys are interesting, creepy, weird, and everything you can think of in between. It's really strange because you don't go through like Desmond's old memories, you go through these like weird built places by the Animus. Like, it's just cubicle rooms and areas. It's sort of like portal rooms. They're all square. There's like these puzzles you gotta figure out, and at certain point in the beginning of his journey, he can only walk and maybe do a little step up or jump up, but then later on he can actually like climb really well and run really fast. It's just so much interesting stuff in that journey. He even remembers some older memories, and he needs to like figure out who he is and all that stuff. And that's the point behind this Animus Island, is because he's trying to be separated from Altair, from Ezio, and from himself. Like, he's trying to separate himself from those other two. And that's what the journeys are about, is trying to find out who he is as a person. But we couldn't do it because it just kept crashing. These credits are so excruciatingly long. It's been about 6 or 8 minutes of them, and I don't know what more to say. So many voice talents, so many apostrophe E's on there, so many umlauts too. There's a ton of names. And I mean a ton of names. There's so many people that worked on this. I mean, Ubisoft's team is massive. They're all over the world. I think I told you guys about this last time I spoke over the credits. There's the Japanese Ubisoft, there's the Canadian, the American, the French, the Brazilian. I don't know how many more there are. There's Chinese, there's Middle Eastern, there's just all sorts of freaking Ubisoft. It's nuts. So many people worked on all the translations and adaptations and everything. So many voice talents, and look at that. Translation and adaptation just came up for like the 4th or 5th time. And voice talents came up for like the 4th or 5th time so far. I haven't been counting. See, Swedish version. More translation and adaptation. Just Ubisoft is enormous. I still wonder how big of a team did they have to work on the main game and not the translations. Because every one of those translators is from a different Ubisoft branch. So the main team is probably composed of 200 plus people. Maybe a little bit less, maybe more. What else to talk about from this game? Oh, the hook blade. I honestly thought the hook blade was one of the most useful things brought to the Assassin's Creed series, because 1, it's a blade, 2, it's a hook, and you literally could just hook onto anything. You could run through guards, you could run up buildings much quicker. Your leap climb was like doubled. You didn't need a stupid leap climb glove like in the previous game. The only thing I'm sad about in this game is that there was no Leonardo. Leonardo da Vinci was so cool. But we don't know what happened with him. We just know that Ezio traveled all the way to Constantinople for weeks. God, this game is just so fantastic. The bombs. I know we didn't use the bombs all that much, but they're fun. You should try the rest of the bombs out for yourselves, especially the lamb blood that there is. Then there's the sulfur, the phosphorus ones. There's so many different kinds that you'd really need to try out for yourselves, see how they work. There's we didn't use sticky bomb all that much. There were some challenges that we could have done. We also didn't do any missions for the thieves or we played for the Romanis because we carried a cursed chest of money. Ooh. Then for the mercenaries, we just had to rescue some guy's son who was also poisoned that we just defended for a while. We didn't really do the thieves because the thieves didn't really interest me this game. Then I think I already talked about Pirides and his special bomb missions. Usually you have to, I think you have to collect the special ingredients he needs for the bombs. Then you need to go do a special objective for the bomb to prove to him you know how to use it. And then you get to learn how to craft it. So there's a whole bunch more bombs that you can make. They're specialty bombs. And they usually fall into one of the 3 categories of lethal, tactical, and diversionary. What else? What else? There's something I'm still missing. I'm trying to remember it. I just can't for the life of me remember what I'm missing about this game. What am I missing? We didn't use the poison all that much. We used the gun quite a bit. I mean, just to shoot down the big guys, but that didn't work out too well, considering they took like 3 or 4 bullets to kill. There wasn't any really new weaponry or new armors. I mean, the armors were pretty much the same stats as the previous ones, and they were just named differently. That's about the only difference. The weapons were all pretty much the same except for the assassin sword that you get, that we left at Altair's vault, I guess. What else? What else? What else? What else? Just beautiful sweeping shots of this island, going back and forth. That's about it. That's all that's happening. Pushing all the buttons to try and, you know, move this forward. I know back and start don't do anything, because I already tried that at the start. What else should I talk about? I don't know anything about the next game. I mean, this game is all I know. What did we miss to talk about in this game? Oh, the shortcuts in this game, the sewer system is luckily all unlocked, which is nice. All the shops, unfortunately, were closed down and we had to buy them. We barely got enough money to buy like one landmark, I guess. And it was that one where it would cost like 24,000 or something like that. It was just some sort of simple tower. We climbed up it and we got a data fragment as well as a Niccolo Polo book. Speaking of Niccolo Polo, he had not interacted at all with the assassins. So, you know, this is partially fake story. I guess it's alternate history is why. Then Marco Polo, Niccolo Polo's son, did come see the assassins, but he wrote that the recruits of the Assassin's Creed were given cannabis to smoke, and then after that they'd end up in some sort of paradise or something like that with a whole bunch of women and gold and money and all that stuff. None of that's true. Someone mentioned it on my channel. I just thought I'd share that interesting little tidbit. There's so many memories with this game now. I should play it again, just on my own. And you should too. Instead of watching this, you should go buy this game, play it. Like right now. What are you waiting for? Go play it. Oh, you're playing a new game? Well, too bad. You should play this, because this is awesome. This whole series is awesome. Stabbing people, making stabby. Stabbing them in the back, stabbing them in the front. Breaking their necks with the sword as we stab them up through the neck. Oh man, that is so... There's so many different animations to the kills with the sword. And we actually got to use the axe at one point, which is pretty cool. But I don't like using different weapons. I just wanted to stick to my trusty hidden blade, my hidden hook blade, as well as my awesome sword. I mean, we could have gone to the tailor and just bought the heavy weapon sling, so we could carry a heavy weapon around, but that's not fun for me. And we never did buy the crossbow, which is pretty useful, but one thing that did annoy me about this specific game was that we did not have a rifle to use of any kind. We had a pistol, a hidden pistol on our blade, but I wanted a rifle. It would have been so much more interesting to carry around a rifle. And then when we did the Templar dens, what pissed me off about those was that the stupid Templar dens had these pillboxes, sort of, these little sniper nests, where you could not get into them or kill anyone inside of them. I don't remember if you could throw a grenade in there and kill them, or set it on fire or something like that. I just know that those pillboxes, sniper nests, were annoying. There were not enough Templar dens in my opinion though. I mean, they were difficult as was, but there could have definitely been a few more Templar dens packed a little more tightly in the city. We managed to get all the viewpoints. I didn't get it all on footage, but I did get all of them. I don't remember if we got all of the Niccolo Polo books that were hidden, but we did get a whole bunch of them. A couple on camera, a couple off camera. Oh, is it the end? Is it the end? Powered by Adobe Flash. Bink Video. And Digic Pictures. Dolby Surround. Dolby Digital. That when these logos come up, that means it's pretty much the end. It's pretty much the end of the video. Or I guess the end of the credits. Havoc. Man, I can't believe how long the Havoc engine has been around. Don't know what that yellow one is. Method Studios. WYs. Oh, that music. That beautiful, beautiful music. And then the violation of federal copyright law to copy, duplicate, or reproduce this program. Oh look, now it's just back to Desmond. Why is he still in here? That's weird. Let's go back in here for a moment. I know this episode's like 38 minutes long, but seriously, just bear with me a moment. Just bear with me a single moment. And while you're bearing with me, I don't know if I'm going to play Assassin's Creed 3 right away, but let me tell you this. If I don't play it right away, I'll be playing some other very fun game, whether it's an indie game or some other big name title, like maybe GTA 5. Nah, probably not. I really don't know what game I'm going to be playing. Oh, come here. And you're dead. Oh, jeez. Okay, runaway time. Nah, they won't find me in here. Oh, I'm done. Cool. Anyways, I don't know which game I'm going to be playing next. I just know that I'm going to be playing something, whether it's Assassin's Creed 3 or some other game. I have a giant list of them. There's a whole bunch that I want to play. But, you know, if you guys have suggestions for games for me to play, let me know, and I'll play them. So, thanks guys as always for watching, and I'll see you again in whatever the next game is. Bye!